Breaking right now on Denver 7 News at 6, a Wheat Ridge police officer is in the hospital after he or she was stabbed multiple times overnight.
And fortunately, other officers were right there to help out when it happened. But here's a better look at where this all went down at an RV park near 44th and Robb Street in Wheat Ridge, just south of I-70. Denver 7's Jessica Crawford has been live there all morning. Jessica, certainly our thoughts are with this officer. At last check, they were in surgery.
That's right, and police are deeply concerned about this officer who was stabbed. Yes, right now he is at the hospital. We are told that his family is along with him as he is trying to recover from these stab wounds. We'll give you a look at where this took place. We are here at the Prospect RV Park. Officers tell us that they got a call about a stolen U-Haul around 1 this morning that was doing some damage here, hitting a fence. We did see that U-Haul being towed off around 4 this morning. Two officers responded to the scene, and when confronting the driver, one of those officers was stabbed multiple times. Police say that they quickly responded, and Arvada Fire Protection District did transport that injured officer to the hospital. Police got that suspect into custody. Neither the name of that suspect or that injured police officer is being released right now. We did speak with WRPD, and here's what they had to say.
It's all about that training. So our officers all carry tourniquets, for instance, so they can respond when we have usually a suspect or a victim that needs medical care before paramedics can arrive.
And again, police deeply concerned about their fellow officer here and how that person is doing. Right now, we do not know the extent of that officer's injuries, but we will update you as soon as we find out more. Live from Wheat Ridge, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.
Certainly hoping for a full recovery for that officer. Thank you, Jessica. Also breaking from overnight, an Aurora toddler is safe after they were rescued from a stolen SUV. The 2-year-old and the car were originally on South Abilene Street just after midnight. Officers were able to stop the vehicle in Adams County, and investigators arrested the driver.
Taking a live look now from our Lookout Mountain camera. Today is going to be colder than what we saw at the start of the week. Also, fortunately, colder than what we'll see for the rest of the week.
Not sure these blue skies will last all day. Lisa has a look at our forecast.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see a little increase in cloud cover. There is a slight chance for some light snow. It's going to be colder and again windy this afternoon. Take a look from Winter Park. Still a little dark, but you can see some of the fresh snow there on the ground. So if you're heading up to the mountains, you are going to find a little more today. We have winter weather advisories in purple, a winter storm warning there in pink. So we'll pick up another few inches, another 2 to it looks like about 5 inches in the mountains today. Those alerts set to expire here this afternoon. Down across parts of southern Colorado, again, fire danger remains high. Quite a bit colder this morning. We're looking at teens and 20s as you step out the door. It's going to feel more like single digits. We've seen some wind chills here in Denver down to about 0. Winds will also pick up. It's pretty calm right now. Expect to see gusts of about 30 to 40 miles per hour. It's going to make it feel colder at times again this afternoon. So highs will be right around 38 to near 42. A little warmer up to the north and northeast. Fort Morgan at 45. So cold today. It's going to be about 30 degrees warmer, though, here this weekend, Jason. So nice as we head into the first of next week. Details coming up.
And right now we do have some icy conditions still in the high country. It is still going to be an icy drive on some of the highest elevations, including here over Vail Pass. You can see some of that snow up there right now. The plows have been out there working on the snow and the conditions of I-70, but still expect some winter driving conditions. Steamboat Springs, you're still also covered in snow. Take a look at the drive that we have here in town. We do have a problem spot coming in now across 270 right around York is where they're reporting it. Take a look from the camera over there, and you can see this is the eastbound side. Here's the westbound side. It first came in as the westbound side. Might be on the eastbound side, but we'll send Air Tracker 7 over there in just a minute to get a better look at it. Right now, the drive times are obviously getting heavier, usually getting heavier like this anyway on that eastbound side passing the refinery, and the rest of the drive is just getting busier in the usual spots. No other major problems just yet. We'll get a better look at that 270 situation in just a bit.
Well, new this hour, the man who was named as a person of interest in yesterday's subway attack in Brooklyn made videos where he talked about violence and mass shootings. And in fact, one clip was uploaded to YouTube Monday.
It created a chaotic scene yesterday. So far, police aren't revealing how he's connected to the shooting that injured nearly 30 people. But the good news today is that all of the victims will be okay, and we are hearing some of their stories. Overnight, police towed away the U-Haul van believed to be connected to the person of interest in the investigation, 62-year-old Frank James. Police say James rented the van and the keys were found at the shooting scene, along with a credit card used to rent the U-Haul in Philadelphia.
If in fact the three things, the gun, the credit card, and the U-Haul are all linked to one person, you may well have this mass shooter.
The Rampage unfolded during morning rush hour Tuesday. Witnesses say a subway passenger wearing a neon green construction helmet and vest put on a gas mask, set off 2 smoke bombs, and opened fire.
I saw a lot of people coming out of the train station. One of them was injured. I believe it was a lady getting shot right on her leg. She was screaming, she was in a lot of pain.
Police say the attacker fired 33 shots with a semi-automatic handgun, wounding 10 people before the gun jammed, which they say likely saved people's lives.
We are truly fortunate that this was not significantly worse than it is.
Videos show passengers in the smoke-filled subway car pounding on a connecting door, trying to escape. As the train pulled into the subway station, terrified passengers ran onto the platform and the gunman escaped. But police say a backpack was left behind, filled with loaded magazines, commercial-grade fireworks, and a hatchet. They also say they recovered a Glock handgun. At a hospital last night, New York Governor Kathy Hochul visited some of the victims, including Horari Benkata, who was one of the first people shot.
You see like a black smoke bomb going off, and then people bum rushing to the back. This pregnant woman was in front of me. I was trying to help her. I didn't know there were shots at first. I just thought it was a black smoke bomb. She said, "I'm pregnant with a baby." I hugged her, and then the bum rush continued. I got pushed, and that's when I got shot in the back of my knee.
So scary, and glad it wasn't worse. But in response to the shooting, Denver police and RTD have stepped up patrols at local transit stations. RTD told its officers to be on high alert. They're also reminding passengers to report to operators or police if they ever see anything suspicious on trains or buses. You can make an anonymous report through the RTD app.
New this morning, pre-K for all Coloradans is going to the governor's desk. The Senate passed legislation to create the Department of Early Childhood, which will oversee the program. The program will provide 10 free hours of preschool for Colorado families each week and help streamline the process to access preschool. State officials hope the first year of enrollment will be the 2023-24 school year. It is day 2 of a series of important meetings for the Colorado Board of Education. Today's agenda includes an update on bills making their way through our legislature, including possible changes to school accountability rules, applications for a new online school, and the future of a Colorado Springs high school. Also at today's meeting, there will be public comment.
One topic up for discussion during public comment is a committee suggestion to revise social studies standards. It calls to remove LGBTQ references in the curriculum for younger students below 4th grade. The Colorado Board of Education received thousands of emails from those who support and oppose the suggestion. Some board members say the suggestion is a threat to equity, while others say teachers shouldn't be teaching gender identity. Parents should. Also tomorrow, the board will talk about the future of the Adams 14 school district. The district is on a strict deadline to submit a plan for how to turn around years of poor performance. If the board rejects the plan, anything from district reorganization to closing Adams City High School is on the table. Lisa.
And right now we're looking at this point, just sunshine across the plains, but we'll pick up a little light snow, it looks like, today. Here within the next 24 hours, very light snow expected, less than a trace in most places. As you get up into the mountains, we'll see another couple of inches, so there will be a bit more for the higher mountain passes. Cold and windy today. I'll show you just how strong those winds are going to be here over the next couple of days coming up.
And I was talking about a crash on 270 right around York Vasquez. Air Tracker 7's over it now and not seeing anything in lanes on the eastbound side. That's where the end line goes across 270 right now. The headlights are the folks that are heading east on 270 right there at York. So this is typical slowdowns right past the refinery that would be right over here to our left side. So a pretty quiet drive for the most part. I'll keep an eye on this situation as it gets busier, as well as I-76 drive times coming up.
Affordable housing in Colorado is hard to find right now, and if you're looking to buy, I'll show you some of the options available.
Also coming up, Lululemon wants to buy back your used workout clothes, only if they're not too used, though.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Daddy. He's got a little picnic table.
We're going to introduce you to the Colorado couple hosting squirrels for a daily picnic.